It's not, am I being tested or tempted? Because you can be both simultaneously. God can hide your test within your temptation. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, another word for tried is tested, he shall receive the crown of life which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin when it is finished bringeth forth death. If you want to know if it's a test or a temptation, trace it back to the source. You will know whether you were tempted or tested, because God does not tempt, but he does test, and he hides tests in temptation. It says, where does the temptation come from? It says, you are tempted by the lust that's in your heart already. So what does Satan do? He just studies you for a little while and says, what do you like? And he begins to dangle it in front of you like a carrot. False promises. This won't hurt. There's grace. God's cool with it. Just like a marketing company, they go after consumers. Consumers are not all going to like the same thing, but they have niche markets. When the enemy comes to tempt you, he's trying to attract you in a specific niche. So if lust isn't working against you, it's going to bring money. If money isn't working against you, he's going to bring people. And if you're still not responding and agitated in the flesh toward people, he's going to start bothering you and saying, hey, you're lonely. Hey, you're inadequate. Hey, you're insufficient. Hey. And he'll start trying to mess with your identity. See, the enemy knows how to cater to what you want. And that's why Jesus says, hey, you got to deny yourself if you're going to follow me. Why? Because there's a guy who keeps telling you, worship yourself. And Jesus says, deny yourself. That's how you overcome temptation. That's how you overcome and you pass the test. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. It's amazing because the Lord tells us he was tempted of the devil and then calls him the tempter. God comes to test, Satan comes to tempt. You don't worship you, you deny you. And we have the power to do that by the Holy Spirit. That's why Jesus didn't go to the wilderness unless the Holy Spirit led him there.